Hello everybody and welcome to Filbert Flies and this... Oh, I've got to cancel Nightbot. I have to cancel Nightbot, sorry about that. As I was saying, good afternoon everybody and welcome to Filbert Flies. There is no giveaway today. It's just too much to remember. So a bit of an impromptu stream today. Not much notice. Thank you all for being here. So we are flying the CJ4 and we're going from here at London City to a new freeware well, I think it's new, a freeware version of Belfast City Airport, which is very good. So yes, I'm quite excited to show you that and the surrounding photogrammetry. Sorry, Pillow Pilot, that is from yesterday. I totally forgot to cancel it. There is no giveaway today, and that is now turned off. Hooray! Yeah, that is probably the best intro song that I have ever played, I think, on this channel. I very much enjoyed it. Hello, Jason. Hello, Odingo. Hello, Suhaib. Hello, Bolly Pilot and Garlic Games and Avnish and Jakub, one of yesterday's winners, and Tokyo Style and Tommy and Ludwig. I think that's all of you. And LDR. Hello, nice to see you too. Yes, so great to have you all here. I'm working nights tonight, but I decided I wanted to do a little bit of flying before I head off. So here we are. Oh, we'll try and be quick, Rain, so you can get to bed. Welcome, nice to see you, despite the ungodly hour. So let's get started with setting up the aircraft. So we'll turn the battery master on. We'll turn the avionics switch to dispatch mode. Silence the alarms. Silence the alarms. There we are. That's the alarm silenced. We'll turn on our nav and logo lights, and we'll turn on the safety lights and the seatbelts lights for the passengers.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign.
Good. I'm glad to give people some feels. Why are you upset, Jason? No, I'd had enough by the end of yesterday's marathon, but no, raring to go again. Pause in it. So we're going to set our present position. Then we're going to go to index and next and import the SimBrief flight plan. Yeah, it doesn't go in the community folder, my coffee cup. It goes into a separate folder. Underneath the download link there's a path to where it needs to go. So that's that imported. And you know what we're going to do, so that we don't run out of power, because I've been doing a little bit of fiddling around, is we're going to start an engine early doors. And we can start an engine even before the passengers have boarded. So we'll check that the throttles are at idle, and they are. We'll go for the right engine first. Engage the starter switch, open the guard, and turn that to run, and we can watch it start up on the ICAS up here. I'm very well, Darren, thank you. How are you? And hello, Kai, nice to see you. Two of yesterday's winners here. I'm sorry about the mix-up. I'm aware that... well, my Orbx contact, it's partly my fault really. He messaged me saying he's added them to your accounts, but he's added the X-Plane versions. Is that what you wanted? And I thought we were on the same page about that, because I only ever stream Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I assumed he was an avid watcher, but obviously not. So anyway, that should be sorted out very soon, hopefully tonight. When they get up in Australia. They don't all have the commitment of Dingo and Harrison. Hello, Sequoia. Welcome. Oh, I haven't watched any videos on that. I read about it, but yeah, I haven't seen any more detail. Dreadful business, anyway. Okay, so now we've got an engine started. We've got all the power we could possibly want. So we can turn the avionics switch to on and continue with the pre-flight setup. So we'll go to our legs page and check our flight plan. Going to Brookman's Park, correct. That is one of the, well, that's the final waypoint and our departure. But it's the Brookman's Park 5 Tango departure that we want. So we'll go to departure and arrival. Choose Brookman's Park 5 Tango off runway 27. Execute that. And I've got in memory 1 the present position display, so that's very good. And Jason was asking me earlier how you use these memory presets. Basically, you set up the PFD and the MFD exactly how you want them, and then you press and hold the memory buttons, and it'll save whatever you've got up here. So the next time you're flying, you can just press that button, and away you go. How much fuel will it take? Do you know, I'm very glad you asked that, because I haven't actually set up the fuel yet. So we are planned to have 1,089 kilograms of fuel, so slightly less than we've got at the moment, and we won't use all of that. That's including contingency fuel. So we've got 1098 at the moment. If you remind me at the end of the flight, we can have a look at how much has actually been burnt. And our takeoff weight should be 6169, so a little lighter than we are at the moment. Quite a lot lighter than we are at the moment, actually. That'll do. 6161 is close enough. You did a good flight to San Moritz. Oh, you went there in the end, did you, in spite of the weather? Yeah, pitch is the hardest thing. Pitch is the hardest thing in this aircraft. You really have to give it a lot of nose down. I don't stream when I'm at work on days. I don't usually stream when I'm on nights either, because I usually don't have the energy for it, because I'm asleep. But today it's my first night, I'm awake, may as well stream. That was my thinking. I considered doing a flight on my own instead, you know, just like the olden days before you lot came along. But no, I thought it'd be nice to have your company. Yeah, I know, Jason, I know. I think the reality is we don't have a full load of passengers, but who's got time to mess around with individual passenger weights, you know? So that's our Brookmans Park departure set up, and because it's such a short flight, I think we'll set up our arrival as well into Belfast City. So the weather at the moment is wind from 160 at 12 knots, so it looks like we're going to probably have an arrival onto runway 22. And there are no stars at this airport, but there are arrivals, and our last waypoint, Maggie, is one of our arrivals. And I don't think we'll choose a transition. That should take us straight there. We'll have a double check of that in the air. So that's our flight plan set up, and we can step through that if we go into plan mode. And then go to MFD Advance. We can make sure there are no gaps or oddities. Close the lower menu. Oh, wrong one. MFD Advance. Next waypoint, next waypoint. So that's our departure. Brookmans Park, Poton, Bedford, Ebotto, Pippin, Leicester, Tunti, Ruodol, Tenzo, C, Bellox, Remsey, Nineb, Massop, Isle of Man, Idgas, Ipdes, Limca, Maggie, and then from Maggie we have a discontinuity. Because there's no ATC on at the moment, and I don't imagine we'll be getting any, we can delete that discontinuity down here. So we just press clear and then do that, and you'll see it's drawn a dotted line. If we execute that, that'll become a solid line, and that's our entire route planned out, which is nice. Yeah, so I'm on night shifts, Kami. No, it's not a paid for plane. I think someone may have answered this. Yeah, the default one is rubbish, but there's a working title mod. Oh, thank you, Roland, for explaining that. The range, it couldn't go across the pond because it can't even go from Ibiza to Trondheim yeah, can't even do that, so it can't go across the pond, certainly. I don't know what the range is, but I think it's got something like 2.5 to 3 hours endurance, something like that. Yeah, like the A32NX1, there's a link in the video description down below, and if you're interested in learning to fly it, I actually did a tutorial video, which I did in the form of a live lesson with one of the developers of the mod. So we did a flight from Luton to Inverness. I claim to have no knowledge whatsoever, and he talked me through it all, so it's quite a good way of learning how to fly it. We'll have a goosey do. Just got the Mank Aftermarket Airport. Ah, good. Good. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I mean, I don't have VR. But it's a fantastic airport. Okie dokie, onwards. We'll set up the performance page. Perfinit. We'll be cruising at 430 today, that is correct. VNAV setup. So we'll be climbing at 240 knots and then Mach 0.64. Speed limit is 250 under 10,000. Although our initial turn during this SID, if I remember rightly, has to be flown at 200 knots or less. So we'll have to remember that. We don't want to get too fast. Transition altitude here is 6,000 feet. So we'll set that. And the cruise and descent pages we'll leave as they are. So back to Perfinit, takeoff. And what we need to do here is put in the weather. And it'll calculate our takeoff speeds for us. Just get the latest. So wind is 210 at 5 knots. It's a pity the weather's closed in. It was gorgeous this morning. So we won't get to see a huge amount of the new photogrammetry, I don't think, because of all the cloud. But we'll know it's there, and that's good enough. It seems I'm in a nonsense talking mood today. Never mind. So it's calculated our V-speeds. We'll send those to the PFD. And there they are. So V1 is 91, VR is 95, V2 is 109. Yeah, thank God we aren't at Gatwick. Yeah. Oh, good, Roland. I'm glad. I'm glad you found it useful. It's a fantastic plane. No, I don't use WAPRA. I've never heard of it, to be honest, Jason. Never heard of it. So that's our pre-flight pretty much done. So we've got our... oh, it's a bit stuttery. I hope this doesn't carry on. Yeah, we've got our seatbelt signs on. We'll play the short takeoff briefing today because the passengers in the back have flown this plane before.
We will be taking off shortly. Please turn off all portable.
And meanwhile, I will nip through the checklists, make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
And loose articles. Ensure your seat is in the upright and outboard position.
Nope, so we'll just start the other engine.
And fasten your lap belt and shoulder harness. Thank you.
Monitor that up here. In fact, let's not monitor it up here. Let's have a little look outside. Beautiful plane. Christopher was saying the other day he thinks it's ugly, but I don't. I really like it. Oh, I see. WebPro. Sorry, I thought this was a weather add-on. No, I don't. I request it through vPilot mostly, and if not, I just Google the ICAO code and Meta, and it tends to come up with oh, what's it called? All Met Sat. That tends to be one of the first results, and I just click on that. Hello, Frank. Welcome. Nice to see you. Hello, Caffel. Nice to see you too. I'm very pleased. I wasn't sure anyone would turn up today because it was all a little bit short notice. So, yes, thank you all for being here. Right, it's 2 good engine starts. I'll tell you what we haven't done is turned on the beacon light. That was a little bit naughty. Mind. Turn on the taxi light and we'll do the before taxi checklist. I mean, WebPro's a perfectly reasonable way of doing it. Back on the grind, Fizzy, yeah. Nice to see you. So avionics switch is on. Climate control selector switch. We'll turn that to normal. Passenger light safety button is on. Trims. We'll check and set them after we cycle the autopilot.
Autopilot.
Turn off the yaw damper. Roll and pitch, which are the default autopilot modes, are displayed. And we want our elevator trim to be in that green bar there. So we need a little bit more nose down trim. Like so. Flight controls are fine. Speed brakes / ground spoilers are not deployed. Flaps, we'll set flaps 15 for takeoff. Hydraulic pressure. Yeah, all in the green. Engine only anti-ice. Yes, we will have a bit of that because it's cloudy. It is just above 10 degrees here in London. It's 11 degrees at the moment, but nonetheless it'll be colder once we get up in the air. Takeoff data confirmed. Avionics all set. Autopilot, engage, disconnect, we've done that. Altimeter we have not set. So the QNH according to the meta is 1017. What does the sim think it is? 1016. Close enough. Pressurization is not simulated. ICAS, everything's green, looking good. Aft divider doors are probably latched open. Oh, that's annoying that you didn't get notified. I'm alright, Fizzy, thanks. Yeah, how are you? Long time ago you watch flights, you only study too much. Ah, bad luck. Well, I'm glad you're back anyway. Yes, yes, that's true, Jace. Ooh! Ooh, we have a new member. Let me switch windows and find out who it is. Eric, thank you. Welcome. Welcome to Club Filbert Bronze. It's great to have you aboard. If you're on Discord, just drop me a message on there to let me know what your Discord and YouTube usernames are, and I'll make sure you get access to the exclusive Club Filbert Lounge. Right, I'm just going to close some windows down, which I normally do well in advance, but because this was a little bit of a rush, I have not. Good. Tell you the other thing we need to do. We'll press memory 1 again to go back to present position mode. We'll do some tuning on the radio panel. So there's no ATC on at the moment, so we'll tune 122.8 for Unicom. That's that done. We'll have a little listen, make sure there's nobody else about. We got our taxi light on, did we do that? Yes, we did. Right, so we're pretty much ready to go. Yeah, it is a bit of a stutter fest today. Let me just see if there's anything else I can close before we carry on. Not really. No. In fact, not only is there nothing I can close, but I need to open VATSPy to have a look at who's around us. No, it was good earlier, Kai, this morning. It was, honestly, it was like a summer's morning. Warm, clear skies. But no, it's all gone a little bit wrong since then. Belfast is not going to be much better, but we will see some blue sky shortly. We're cruising at flight level 430 today, so yes, plenty of blue sky. Right, so we do have a London LTC controller on now. I'm just going to have to look at the map to see... Oh no, we're in the north sector, not the south sector, so I don't think we need to speak to him. I'm sure he'll be in touch if I'm wrong, and it'll be exciting for you all to hear me get into trouble with VATSIM controllers again, because it's been a while. Wow, yeah, Gatwick's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. So there are 2 departures. Someone's going to EGPH, and we're going to EGAC. I'm just going to have a quick look to see what the arrival situation is like. We've got a few inbounds, but they're a little ways off, so we'll keep an eye on that and we'll announce what we're up to on the Unicom. Get him to 1 million. We need to see that face reveal. Being a member is worth it. I think it's definitely worth it. Yeah, yeah. Wow, Kai, that was brave. That was brave of you. Right, let's get underway. Just get my taxi chart up so I can say something sensible on the Unicom about our taxi. London City traffic citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango, taxiing to hold short of runway 27 from the west apron. Let's go, we don't need our pushback man. So we've got a good turning circle. How was your first VATSIM flight, Kai? hope they were nice to you. Of course, this stuttering could be to do with the London photogrammetry. It's the first time I've flown into or out of London City in anything bigger than a Cessna 152.
Minimums,
So,
minimums.
why are you giving me a minimums call out? That's not necessary. It looks like London City is not immune to the taxiway lights everywhere bug. Mind you, the taxiway edge lights have always been a little bit dodgy here. But not quite this dodgy. Yeah, that's right, Darren. About an hour. Can't see this other aircraft anywhere. Pretty sure these are all statics. Could be wrong. That's exactly what I did on a recent flight. I didn't hear them telling me to switch frequency. That was the last time I got into trouble on VATSIM. So it's quite nice to hear of someone having a similar experience. Yeah, FS 2020 is beautiful. Thank you, Suhaib. It's the added pressure that may cause me to mess it up. I will do my best. Right, I'm going to hold here and have another look at VATSPY, because you do get people who turn up on final without announcing anything on Unicom. There is an aircraft inbound, a BCS 1215. Oh, hang on, he's heading to Gatwick. I'm looking at the wrong airport. Oh dear. Oh, the other aircraft's gone, so yeah, we're fine. We're fine. London City traffic, citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango, entering runway 27 via Echo, backtrack, line up and wait. So we'll turn on the strobe lights. No, no toast today, don't worry, I've already eaten. Hey William, nice to see you, how are things? We'll do our before takeoff checklist while we do this last bit of taxiing. Ice protection systems, check. We'll turn on our pitot heat when we're finally lined up. Trims are set for takeoff, speed brakes are at 0. Crew briefing is complete. TCAS is set to TARA. Yep, it is. We'll turn on our weather radar. 2 clicks on the terrain/WX button. We'll push the GA button. Battery amps are fine, they're green. Ice protection systems. Right, so we're going to switch to wing and engine anti-ice. We're going to turn on the pitot static at the same time. Yeah, I'm good, thanks you. I'm good. I'm trying to pretend I don't have to go to work and do a night shift later, but other than that, yeah. I mean, that's why we're all here, really, so that I can pretend I'm not going to work. Here we go. That's us lined up. I'm just going to pause a moment to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Exterior lights, we'll turn on the landing lights now. And we'll set our initial altitude. As there's no ATC on, I think our initial altitude can be... Yeah, we'll make it 3,000 feet. We'll fly the SID realistically. Oh, synchronise the heading. Change the altitude. That's what I want to do. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, you do get to see a bit of photogrammetry. Look, that's good. Right. London City traffic citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango, taking off runway 27. V1, there's rotate. It's V2 plus 10, gear up, flaps up, loads of nose down pitch trim. And we have to watch our speed, try not to get above 200. And in fact we can engage the autopilot now. And we are above 200. Honestly, it is like flying a rocket, this thing. We'll reduce the flight level change speed to 200.
Altitude.
And press the button. And that will slow us down. It's only for the turn. If we engage nav mode, we'll make that turn now. And for some reason, it isn't changing. Oh, it's because we're nearly at altitude, that's why. Suhaib, thank you very much for the donation. I was thinking about whether it was donation worthy while I was doing it. I'd come to the conclusion it probably wasn't. So thank you for disagreeing with me. And there we are, nothing but cloud, nothing to see, so we'll stay in the cockpit for now. It really does not want to fly at 200 knots. I've got virtually no throttle on at all at the moment. Eating macaroni, nice. I haven't had macaroni for a long time. Oh, he does want me to contact him.
Stupid 2 and 36000. Stupid 2, 1, 3, London Control, climb now, flight level 130. 130, Stupid 2 and 3.
London Control, KLM 985 with you, flight level 160.
KLM 985, London Control, fly now, heading 270 degrees, and descend, flight level 90.
270 degrees and descend flight level 90, KLM 985.
Stupid 397, turn right, heading 300 degrees, when established localizer, 27 right from the south, descend glide path.
Right, heading 300, when established, 27 right, descend glide path, speed 397.
London Control, good afternoon. Citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango at 3,000 feet on the Brookmans Park. 5 Tango departure from London City. My apologies, I didn't think you covered this sector, sir.
Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango, no problem. Squawk 1071 and climb flight level 70.
Squawk 1071 and climb flight level 70. Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango.
Golf Juliet X-ray, turn left, heading 300 degrees, when established localizer, 27
Okay, so we can increase to 7,000 feet. We'll bung in the flight level change, add a bit of throttle, and we'll climb at 240 knots.
Easy wine for Bravo, London Control, turn right, heading 050 degrees, flight level 130.
And we can go back into that climb detent there now.
Easy 79 Mike November, contact Gary Director 126.825.
Gary Director 126.825, Easy 79 Mike November, cheers.
Control, good evening to the airport flight for off, flight level 162, level 9.
Over flight 4 Alpha London Control, maximum 1 Charlie arrival, descend flight level 100.
1 Charlie arrival, flight level 100, any chance you can get through
Flight 4 Alpha H, I'm expecting runway 27.
Sorry, I'm missing a fair bit of chat.
397, contact Heathrow Tower, 118.5.
Altitude.
Yeah, I still think it'll be good on
on
Xbox.
And no speed restriction.
Charlie, so we're having some audio issues. If you're trying to contact us, can you send it via chat?
Roger.
More than ever, flight off the direction. We request generally,
VATSIM is cross.
Negative.
Yeah,
Heathrow
VATSIM is
using
cross
27,
platform.
so unfortunately 09 is not available at City. It's going to be 27. Golf Bravo Tango, 1 Unicom 122.8. Bye bye.
Unicom on 122.8, citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango. Thank you. Bye bye.
KLM 985. Right.
So we got a little bit of control. Didn't get into trouble. So we can climb now all the way up to our cruising altitude, which is 430, flight level 430. Yeah, I have to say, London City departures are not the easiest in terms of speed management. And we'll make sure that we're in that climb detent, which we are now. And up we go! Up, up and away! So flight level change only displays up until you reach the set altitude. It is now. Flight's just under an hour, Tina. And welcome, by the way. And welcome Tony as well, hello. I'm alright, you Superfly. Welcome to you as well. Yeah, how are things with you? So the faster you twiddle it, the faster you twiddle the knob, the faster the altitude changes. So I think it can go in hundreds, thousands, or even 10,000s if you get fast enough. No, can't do 10,000s. Tens, hundreds, and thousands, depending on the speed at which you turn it. So we're above 10,000 feet, we can turn off the landing lights, turn off the seatbelt and safety lights. And we can even pop outside and admire these beautiful clouds. Updated as part of the most recent Asobo patch. To be honest, Suhaib, I prefer Streamlabs donations because they take a smaller cut, basically. So yes, it doesn't make a huge difference. Donate whichever way you feel more comfortable. But Streamlabs are slightly preferable. So business jets and other sort of light jets do fly very high. The lighter an aircraft is, the more efficiently it flies at greater altitudes. So anything over, I can't remember exactly what Matt was saying, but any flight that's longer than about 200 nautical miles, I think it was, it's fairly standard to go above flight level 400. Yes, exactly, Jason. Yes. Have I got my Flight Simulator 2020? Yes, that's what I'm flying here, Tina. Yeah. That's pretty much it, Kai. Yeah, the clouds look incredible, and the lighting's fantastic at this time of day as well. Oh, no worries, Suhaib. I take donations however people want to give them. This is just spectacular, isn't it? Just spectacular. Bit of ice on the wings, which we shouldn't have because we do have wing anti-icing on, but never mind. Doesn't seem to be affecting our climb performance at all. Oh, Sukhoi, I'm so sorry. Did it pop up? I think. How did you give it? Through Streamlabs or Super Chat? Maybe Streamlabs isn't connecting properly. Oh, I see it, yeah. You donated £1.28, thank you very much. Your entire PayPal balance. Well, that means all the more to me, thank you. Let's repeat the alert. Oh, there we are. I don't know if that played before. I may have missed it. Thank you. And a Club Full but Silver member as well. What more could I ask for? You do need to install and try this mod. Yeah, you should. It's the most realistic aircraft in the sim at the moment, in my opinion. Oh, it did P. I must have just missed it. Soz. So as you see, as we get higher, as the air gets thinner, our climb rate will go down, but we're climbing at 3,200 feet a minute at the moment, and as we get up to flight level 400, it'll probably be somewhere nearer 1,000 feet per minute, if that. So here's our routing. As you can see, we're heading northwest over England, and then heading out over the Irish Sea. The working title mod is fantastic. And yes, it is also free. Ah, right, yes. Yeah, I can't really do anything other than think what I'm saying and fly the aircraft when I'm talking to ATC. Have you watched my tutorial video, Kai? Or mine and Matt's tutorial video? It's, I mean, it's not just a question of learning how to fly, it is a question of practice. I used to be horrific at flying it, and you know, that takeoff was not my finest moment either, to be honest, in terms of speed management, but I'm better at landing it than I used to be. Famous last words. Can I fly from Barcelona to Gatwick? Yeah, I think I've done that fly, haven't I? But yeah, maybe one day. I've got a long list of requests. I'm not taking any more requests specifically. But yes, keep your eyes open. I like both Barcelona and Gatwick, so I'm sure it can be accommodated at some point. Yeah, I've never flown the TOLIS. I do miss the FS Labs A320 and P3D a lot, but what they've done in such a short space of time with that A32NX is fantastic. Yeah, I'm working tonight, yep, 6:30 PM to 6:30 AM. Thank you, William. Done eating, good. Yeah, it's about 2 hours long. It really takes you through the whole process from setting up the aircraft from cold and dark through everything until shutting it down at the end of the flight. Someone asked me this earlier, AP, and I wasn't sure of the answer, so I'm going to Google it for you. (2,165 nautical miles). I've never used the Salty Sim mod, no. It is free though, I do know that much. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but the beauty of 12-hour shifts is that you get more days off. So I'm doing tonight, tomorrow night and Wednesday night, and then I've got 5 days off. So yeah, while you're there it's all a bit much. It's a bit long, but once it's over it's worth it for the time off. I can't remember off the top of my head, Suhaib. I think it's 30%. I think. Yeah, well, Stephen, as I said earlier, I fancied doing a flight. I was going to just do a flight on my own for a change, but I thought EA asked me to. I mean, EA's not here, is he? But he was quite keen that I should do a flight in the afternoon because he had school in the morning. So I thought I'll do it. I'll do it for him and I'll do it for everyone else. Yeah. Oh, it was camembert cheese, not cucumber. I'm not that healthy, Demetrius. But yes, I'm glad everyone was relieved. No worries, AP. It's alright, it's alright. Cruising altitude is going to be flight level 430. I work for the railway, Tina. Good day to you, Dana. CYWGI. I don't know what that is. Where is that? Nice. Where are you flying from, Dingo? Bad luck on the homework, Kai. Spanish is fun though. Spanish is fun. It did, Sukhoi. That camembert has been in there for about a week, and it was ripening. I was letting it ripen up. So actually, after that toast, it now smells better than it did before. Oh, cringing at your Spanish teacher. Okay. Not a fan of her or him? Oh yeah, no, I've been going in. I've been going in throughout, William. Key worker, you see. Key worker. Why is our speed dropping? Have we got ice? Oh no, it's because we're on Max 6.4 now. It's switched over automatically. Just as it should. Ah, I've been to Winnipeg. I've been to Winnipeg though now. I took a trip across Canada. I had a friend in Vancouver, so I flew out to Toronto, and I took the Canadian across country, and Winnipeg was one of the 2 places I stopped on the way. Nice little town. Dublin. What's Dublin? Oh, you're flying from Dublin to Boston. Wow. Oh yes, you said in the Discord, didn't you? That's a good long flight. Well done for making it across the pond. What is our ground speed? Let us see. I can't remember where. Oh, there it is. 375 knots. Which is quite slow. So this aircraft climbs most efficiently at 0.64 Mach. Once we reach cruising altitude, we'd expect to be doing just over 400, I think. 430 odd, maybe. Yeah, it is a long night. It depends how busy I am. If I'm lucky, I'll get a few hours sleep. Izmir to Gatwick, nice. Are you in the UK, Kai? I've sort of assumed you are, but I don't know why. No, is he upgraded? Jason, you are a gent. Welcome to Club Filbert Silver. And block out next Sunday because we're doing the Club Filbert members only stream next Sunday. I'll update you on the Discord. I don't have an alert for upgrades, I don't think. Maybe I should just sing to you. Not really, that's not going to happen. No, don't stop sucking up. The more sucking up, the better, as far as I'm concerned. You are in the UK, cool. No, I haven't yet, Stephen. No, I haven't. Yeah, I had enough excuses. I was fairly confident that I absolved myself of any responsibility for that landing whatsoever. God, everyone's doing the...
for short final 27.
Everyone's doing some long haulers today. Are you in the 777 for that, Sukhoi? No, I won't sing a song. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Hello, Mark. Cool. Yeah, it's a good... Dublin to Heathrow is a good route. It's a good route. I knew what you meant. Where are you flying, Tina? Hang on. I'm trying to sort you out some wing views. There we are. Yeah, I think you've done your work. I'm pretty set on doing an A320 long haul, either Dublin to New York or Dublin to Boston. I'd like to go to New York because it has decent scenery, but if that can't be done for whatever reason, then Boston it is. Indeed. I just was having a quick look at my speed. There's the other one. Look, it's got 2 of the blooming things. Yet from this angle, it looks like it has none. Keeps you guessing, this aircraft. Yeah, those eastbound transatlantics are awesome, aren't they? Did I see bit? Yeah, I saw the article. Stephen, about that.
Midland traffic, Euro to Tran, 48.
Oslo to Dubai, nice. Another pretty long flight. Atlanta Airport is beautiful, but it's too far for an A320 from Dublin to go. Yeah, sounds legit to me, Dingo.
Traffic, Quad C44, runway vacated, taxi into gate.
Sorry, someone asked where we're flying over now. We are
Midland.
just near Derby. And if we look over our left wing, should be able to see it, I would have thought. Yeah, that's Derby down there. And over the other side should be Nottingham. Just a little bit behind us. So I'm going to say that this general urban area here is probably Nottingham. Nottingham and environs. Sydney to Heathrow via Singapore is definitely something I'll do when PMDG bring either the 777 or the 747 out in this sim. yeah. Oh, nice. Have you got scenery for Trinidad in P3D? Martial! Bienvenue! How have you been? I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, I'm on VATSIM and Volanta. I'm on all the apps today. Oh, Sydney to Heathrow non-stop. Ah, it's a bit far. It is doable, isn't it, in the 787 if you don't have any passengers. I mean, I could potentially do that as long as people didn't mind me going to bed. So I don't do long haul flights in this sim. Oh, hang on, let me just check our top of descent. We must be nearly there. Yeah, I'll try and talk and set up for the arrival at the same time. I used to do long haul flights in P3D and earlier sims, and I used to take off, set everything up, set up auto step climb and all the rest of it, and then go to bed. And I'd get up and I'd do the approach and the landing and the descent. And that was there was despite sleeping for most of it, it's just a real feeling of achievement of doing a long haul flight. It's quite hard to explain, and it is a little bit weird, I think. Yeah, I can't say it's entirely logical, but I loved it. I used to do Heathrow to San Francisco and back, Heathrow to Las Vegas and back. In fact, I tended to go for the longer trips so that I could have plenty of time to sleep. Yeah, west coast of America to the UK is a lot of fun. Send our approach speeds. And we'll turn on VNAV, set our altitude right down, and when we reach our top of descent, the aircraft will start descending as efficiently as possible and as smoothly as possible to our destination. Which is what all of the aircraft in this sim will do one day, I hope. Should probably check that all of the constraints are accurate. They usually are. Right, so we'll go to the legs page. and we want to be at 2,000 according to that. We don't have any, we don't have a star, so we don't have any constraints there. But the glide slope intercept should be at 2,000, and indeed it is by the initial fix. And runway 22 is at 55, so CI22 and FI22 both at 2,000. Sounds right. So in fact we can just take our altitude all the way down to that, and we could take it all the way down to 0 and the aircraft would pretty much fly us down to the runway, but we're not going to do that because we want to do the ILS. Right, let me catch up with your chat. You can see me on, yeah, no, FSGD have a something or other. That's right, they do, you're right, I remember that. Virgin fly there in the A330. Oh right, yeah. See, I think Aerosoft should work on bringing their A330 across rather than messing around with the narrow bodies, because we've already got a pretty good A320, do you know what I mean? Cheat the jet stream. Yeah, that's true, that is an option. Any ideas for the 5K stream? Well, I'm thinking of doing a 4K long haul. For 5K, I don't know. It is a little too early. Yeah. When is the Silver Club stream? You should be able to see it on YouTube now, you remember. It's hidden from all but Club Philbert Silver members. It's Sunday, this coming Sunday at 2 PM. Well, the weather in Belfast at the moment is wind 160 at 10 knots. Oh, no clouds. The clouds have gone. Hooray. And temperature of 8. Newark to Manchester, we don't have any decent Newark scenery, unfortunately. Also, it's too far for an A320. You should go with the same aircraft Daytona Beach to Key West. Is there Daytona Beach scenery? I'd be tempted to do that because Key West is nice. Could leave a cam off. Club Filbert Gold, yeah. I won't do JFK to London City because I'm a bit of a stickler for realism, and an A320 shouldn't be landing at London City. I'm all right, Martial, thank you. I'm all right. I've always been busy. Oh, I'm glad you're catching up. Good, good. Is your job okay? I know last time we spoke you were worried about where that was all going. Yeah, there will be proper long-haul aircraft. They're just a little ways off still. Yeah, it's a very short route. Very short route. Real pilots do that, so approved. Good, thank you. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe next time I do a proper long haul, I'll sleep in the middle of it. Oh right, so yeah, so you do 2 flights in a 24-hour period. Fair play. I don't think I've ever done that. Hi Salom, nice to see you. I haven't set the pricing for Club Filbert Gold or Platinum yet, or the perks. You'd like to join membership, so if you click the join button, it does explain the differences between the two. So Club Filbert Bronze, you get access to the members only Club Filbert Lounge on Discord. You get custom emojis to use in YouTube chat and comments. You get a little fancy Filbert Flies avatar like you'll see on Jason and the other Club Filbert members. And with Club Filbert Silver you get all of that, as well as once a month I do a private members only live stream, and we get together in the voice chat on the Discord. People can either fly with me if they want to on VATSIM or just watch. So it's very much like these live streams, but there's hardly anyone there, so it's a bit more chatty and intimate. Yeah, there is an element of checking things off the list, I think. No, there isn't a platinum. No, he was joking. There's only a bronze and a silver at the moment. There might one day be a gold, but I can't decide what I'd need to do for that to justify, really. I can't think what I would offer that I could actually achieve once a month and that would feel worth asking for more money for, to be honest. Nice, good luck, Pillow Pilot, if you're not down already, and hope it went well if you are. Dubai to JFK via Athens. You really like the idea of these round the world sort of trips, don't you? Or long there and back again. Maybe when there's a 777. Bali to Brisbane, yeah, maybe. I'm going to add that one to the list. I like the sound of that, Kai. Again, it'll probably have to wait until we have a decent long hauler. Bali to Brisbane. It's on the list. Yeah, you might be right, Douglas. You might be right. Do a short hop session across Europe and the Middle East. See how far you can go until you fall asleep at the hell. I think I came pretty close to that yesterday on the giveaway, to be honest. Hello, Paul. Let the co-pilot... I don't trust the co-pilot. What don't you see, Salon? Oh, I'm so far behind. Job is good. Excellent news. Being asked to reduce your hours. Yeah, that's an admirable way of looking at it. You have a YouTube channel now. Cool. Where are we at the moment? We're just about to cross out over the Irish Sea. A little bit of overspeed as we start our descent. I'm just rubbish at reading the chat and flying properly, but never mind. I like the sound of that, Demetrius. 1 minute flight. Orbx Brisbane should be out. Yeah, definitely. JFK to LA. Transcontinental service. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's an idea. That is an idea. I have been thinking about doing some match. I hadn't considered a tension doll. Or maybe a mug. Maybe a t-shirt. Munich to LAX. I don't like the 748. I don't like it. But then I haven't flown it for a long time, so maybe I should give it another go. You're right, it is very balanced. There's something of the feng shui about that. Good cargo versions of a long-haul airplane or two. Yeah, well, I think whenever we get a long-haul airplane, developers will do cargo variants of it. I'd actually just quite like a 757. I've been watching Flightzilla and others fly them in X-Plane, and I haven't flown a 757 since FS98 probably. So yes, whoever was asking where we are, I'm going to be a little more specific. We're over Preston. We're near Preston. That's our nearest town. Alicante to Belfast. We don't have a Belfast International scenery or an Alicante scenery. The co-pilot disconnected the autopilot. Yeah, I've managed to get him to do some fairly convincing takeoffs for little bits of video that I've used in some of my tutorials and that, and freeware focus. But I've never let him fly a whole flight. Do you know, if I'd known there was as much as there was, Martial, in the chat, I probably wouldn't have attempted it. It does get to a point where I just have to ask people to repeat themselves. And I didn't think we were there, but I was really. There isn't a tutorial to install the coffee cup, or at least I haven't done a tutorial to install the coffee cup. But in the Club Filbert lounge, just after where I posted the file and instructions of where it needed to go.
86 uniform descending from flight level 320 down to flight level 60.
Yeah, it's directly beneath. It's directly beneath the picture of it and the download link, Jason. Anchorage to Cancun. How long is that? That's a long way. Again, I'm not aware, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not aware of add-on sceneries, freeware or payware for those airports. And you know what I'm like. Well, maybe you don't know what I'm like. I don't like flying to default airports. Oh, thank you, Darren. That's nice of you to say. We're over the sea, LJ Vlogs. We've just left the west coast of Great Britain. We'll be overflying the Isle of Man shortly. And then flying northwest just off the coast of Ireland and making our approach into Belfast, so not far to go. Oh, I see. You put it where I said. Okay. Have you updated the A320 since then? Because you have to do it each time you download an update. Oh, thank you, Marcia. My French isn't as good as it used to be, but I'm glad I didn't have an accent. That's good to hear. I have a French-Canadian friend, and I spoke to her in French a little bit, and she said it sounded you don't have an accent at all. And I said, what do you mean I sound French? And she said, no, you sound like you're from Quebec. And if I'm honest, I was a little bit disappointed. So to hear I sound French from you is good news. I like this private jet, yeah, I like the airliners as well, but you can do some more interesting routes in this, fly into smaller airports. It just gives you freedom, I think. Manila to Sydney, apparently flown by A321neo. Over 8 hours. Wow! That is a long flight. Not definitely LJ Vlogs, but probably. The more I think about it, the more I like the idea. So that'll be, if I do it, that'll be what I do to celebrate 4,000 subs. Yeah, I don't fancy that so much, Demetrius. I don't think ditchings will be particularly well simulated here. Oh my god. Did I really? Well. yeah, I'll agree that, yeah, I'm disappointed in myself, but I think I can accept it's no biggie to misgender le contrôle. Oh, there's a question for you, Martial. When do you say merci pour and when do you say merci de? Because I've heard both and I've never been sure. No wing, no, goodness me, so sorry. We'll get you back. There you are, there's a wing. And there's a bit of Northern England, the Northern English coast. I'm not today, Darren, no, unfortunately. I've got to get ready for work after this. But maybe another day soon. Again, I would love to do Heathrow to Cape Town or Johannesburg, but not in the default aircraft, not in the default long haulers, because they're just not very good. Oh, that's a long time to spend in a 737, isn't it? Thank goodness. I didn't know you were doing A-level French, so good. I did A-level French. I haven't flown to Montego Bay in the flight sim yet, no. Are you seeing wing flex, Jason? Just check my speed. I've never noticed it on this aircraft. I thought the wings were too short to bother with it. Yeah, I would use Salty Sims mod, but even with that, I think Salty Sims are limited. Salty Sim is limited in what they can do because it's all locked down, and it still, as far as I'm aware, flies a lot like a Cessna. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Oh, thanks, Mark. Have I flown anything into Barry? No, I haven't, other Mark. No, I haven't. Any tips if you haven't flown on VATSIM? You want to try it out, but you're kind of scared you'll make a mistake. Okay, so my suggestion is that you go and watch Aviation Pro's videos. He goes through everything in a lot of detail. Then I would suggest you hop around various airports as an observer and tune into different frequencies to get the hang of how things work. Watch a few more streams, mine and other people's, to get a feel for it, and then as soon as you feel ready, just do it. And you will make mistakes. I make mistakes. It's just one of those things. Mostly the controllers are very nice. You get the odd nasty one, or the odd, not nasty, but grumpy one. But by and large, people are very helpful and Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So my main tip, other than what I've said, is just don't be scared of making a mistake. Oh, I haven't seen Matt Davis's one. So when I started doing my A-levels, Sequoia, I started doing physics, chemistry, French and computing. And because I was good at science for GCSE, and I thought, I wanted to be a pilot at the time. I thought it'd be good to have, a couple of science A-levels. And I struggled so much with chemistry that I dropped it and switched to German because, I found languages an awful lot easier. Oh yes, an example, thank you. Yeah, because we wouldn't say thank you of. That's why I know that literally it's thank you for and thank you of, but I don't know when you would say thank you of. I shall await your example eagerly. This is the Isle of Man, which I haven't flown over before in this sim, I don't think. Hilly, isn't it? That's Douglas, the capital, that we're seeing just down here. Say something in German. Ich habe zu viel Deutsch vergessen, seit ich es studierte. Or something like that. Yeah. People have put me off the 747. I should probably give it another go at some point to make my own mind up, but we'll have a bit more of a look at the Isle of Man. Just trying to keep an eye on my speed as well, because of course we don't have any auto throttle in this. Not bad, thank you, Morton. I didn't even know you were German, to be honest. I don't think. Oh, Peter. That is a much better ego stroke than Morton's. Brilliant, Sukho. Yeah, it's a quick old plane. So I've let my speed drop off a little bit, which will displease the passengers in the back, but never mind. I'm just going to have a quick look at VATSIM and see if we've got any ATC on. There never seems to be any ATC over Northern Ireland. No, there isn't. Oh, there's another aircraft behind us. Shuttle 86 uniform. An A320 Neo. Do you know, I didn't know A320 Neos flew to Belfast City. He's rather faster than us as well. Or she. Sorry, it's a woman, I think. See, I can't look at VATSPY and manage my speed. Merci pour le contrôle. Thank you for the control. Merci de contrôler. Thank you for the controlling. Ah, okay. Yes. Yes, that does make sense. So merci de would generally be followed by a verb, would it? Yeah, it's not bad, Douglas. I haven't... I only installed it today, so I haven't had a good look around, but it seems good. And there's photogrammetry as well, so now we have clear weather forecast. Hopefully we'll be able to see a bit of the real Belfast as well. You named it yourself. Sorry, I have missed a few messages, I know. What's they don't? What's that in relation to, Sukhoi? It's probably something I said, but I've forgotten. No, you don't need to type in MSFS in the remarks, and it's not automatic. I type it in purely because I hope it'll get me a bit more sympathy if the sim messes up. Hello, El Diablito. Oh, good. I'm glad you're back. Yeah, the celebratory stream went okay. It was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I figured we'd start at 12 and finish at about 4. But I was actually at it until nearer 7 o'clock. So, yeah, it was a long old day. But we have 3 happy winners. Well, they'll be happier once they get their prizes for the correct sim of Orbx. But, yeah, it went pretty well. Basically 90% of the time that's correct. Awesome, I will remember that. Thank you. Belfast is a lovely city, yeah. Oh, right, they don't. Okay. Yeah. I sort of assume that everyone else is as much of a stickler for only flying real-world routes as I am. Yeah, I did a road trip around Ireland and Northern Ireland a little while back, and I liked Belfast a lot. The plane scientifically can go supersonic. Which one? This one? I have my doubts. I think bits would start falling off it before it got to that point. So the reason I'm keeping my speed high is so that we don't get caught up with by the A320 behind us. But we are now approaching 10,000 feet, so I probably ought to reduce to 250 knots. I may well get back to you on that one, Martin. I've done a bit of that, Sukhoi. I've done a bit of that. Belfast to Dublin, yeah, that's a possibility one day. Although I flew to Dublin yesterday, so I'm not desperate to do that. Did I visit Carrickfergus? I don't think I did. It was a very long time ago, so I don't remember anywhere. Well, I don't remember everywhere we stopped. I liked Dublin. I really liked Cork. I think Cork was my favourite city in the Republic. Turn the landing lights on. It's tuned our ILS automatically, which is nice. And we're below 250 knots, so we'll try and maintain roughly this sort of speed. Yeah, so I've done whole. I just picked an aircraft and did all the routes it flew in the past for a week or something. Scooter motor magnetic field detection wire is damaged. Oh no. Yeah, there comes a point where you just want to do what you want to do rather than what the aircraft did, isn't there? Oh, that sounds really good. That sounds fun, Mark. Oh, Belfast is better to visit than Dublin. I don't know. I like them both. Oh, Carrickfergus is your hometown. Cool. Yeah, Galway we did stop at. I liked Galway. Did we go through Waterford? Yes, I think so. Rings a bell. This was when I got my first car. I was about 20, I think. And yeah, it's just a little Seat Ibiza. But I rammed it with 4 friends and a roof box full of luggage. And we just set off, and it was very exciting. Did about 2,000 miles in... Was it a week? I think it was a week we went for. So yeah, quite a lot of driving. If I was to do it again, I'd do a lot less driving and a lot more spending time in places, probably. Oh, Demetrius, I'm sorry to hear that. I know, it's... Still, one day you will upgrade your PC and you'll be able to fly along. Yeah, Dublin is a bit too touristy, this is true, and expensive. yeah, there is the currency thing as well, I suppose. A bit of argy-bargy on the Unicom chat. Someone's just said, this is Unicom, not a chat. But I can't see what led to that. I must be out of range of whoever's upset him. When is my next A320 stream? That's quite a good question. It'll probably be... Probably on Thursday. Probably on Thursday. I'll certainly be doing a stream on Thursday, put it that way. Oh, okay, you'll be getting a new one. Oh, well, that's good. So if we just zoom in the map a little bit, you'll see that we're going to be intercepting the localizer from CI22. So once we turn the corner after Maggie, I'll arm the approach mode and make sure we're slow enough to do a nice smooth intercept, hopefully. Wow, that is a long flight. Get those flaps fixed. Oh yes, I will. I will. But I was absolutely certain that the latest dev build of the A32NX had the flaps fixed. I was sure of it. I know. I don't think that was my problem. I think I was used to them not being fixed. Then all of a sudden they were fixed. Because after the sim update came out, to fly straight and level, you basically had to have the nose pitched down, much like we are now, and then all of a sudden that was fixed, and I thought the flaps were too. But maybe not. And I'll watch your streams, I will. Flying over Belfast Loch. Ah, okay. I don't know Belfast Loch. Oh, this presumably is that lake that we see over here. Latest option. That's very good, Stephen. That is yeah, that is one of your better ones for sure. Possibly your best. Butter it, Phil, but not right. We don't need to talk about yesterday's Ryanair landings. It was only one. The other two were beautiful. The CJ4 landing was pretty good, I thought. Right, let's arm the approach mode. And the final landing at Nish was pretty good as well, I thought. But you know, who am I to judge? Can't even play your computer stuck in Jersey. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that does suck. Alright, I'll watch that video tomorrow, Stephen. So I've armed the approach mode. I can't remember if I said that or not. Oop, right, got my track IR working. Give you a quick bit of wing view. Quite low now, coming down to 2,000 feet. And we're pretty fast, hence the idle throttle. When should you put localizer in approach mode on? So in this aircraft you can do it at pretty much any point, as you should be able to in the A320. And it will just arm it and then intercept the localizer as and when, as it has now. Just make an announcement. Belfast City traffic, citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango on final, runway 16, 10 nautical miles. Yes, so that's what you should be able to do in the A320 as well, but it doesn't work properly. So with the A320, I normally arm it at the very last minute, just as the diamond starts moving across. So 200 knots will extend the first stage of flaps. Yeah, the Paro one was a special sort of a landing, I'll give you that. Which special CA? As always, I can't say, Zulu. It's more than my job's worth to give that away. Flying out. Oh, this is Whitehab, is it? I guess we're not going to see much of the city approaching from this direction. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of photogrammetry to have a look at. Oh, there's so much pressure to butter this, it's inevitably going to go wrong now. I will do my best. Carrickfergus pretty much under my nose. What, over the other side of the loch here? Is that it? Bangor to the left. Gosh, we've got a lot of Northern Irish people in today. Or at least people who know Northern Ireland. But we got it down, Demetrius. That's the thing. People don't appreciate how lucky they are to be alive when I'm landing at places like that. All I get is complaints about the smoothness and the lack of butter. You know. Should be getting praise for not killing anyone more often. Okay, we'll reduce our speed further now. Put the gear down. Have a quick glance at my checklist. Yep, looks about right. Flaps 2, or rather flaps 30, second stage. And we're going to try and reduce to our V approach speed and keep it there now. If Fly-by-Wire said they haven't changed it, but it's their file, there must be a reason for that, no? I used to work here, in the airport. Oh, right, cool. Well, you'll have to tell us how accurate the scenery is then when we get down. Look at that, we've got a ship out there. That's part of the photogrammetry add-on. And I believe all of the area around... oh, we're getting a bit slow. I really should stay in the cockpit on final approach. Really should. Yeah, I believe all of this is going to be photogrammetry. At some point I'll have a proper look around it, but sadly it won't be today because of my stupid job which gets in the way of my flying. Right, I'm going to concentrate now, but I'll do my best to catch up with your chat after we're parked up.
500.
Disengage the autopilot, turn off the yaw damper.
Belfast City traffic, we are a BA A320 on a 5-mile final, ILS 22.
I'm not totally convinced by these pappies, to be honest. I don't think we are too high. No, we're not. How's that? How's that? Buttery enough for you? A kid hijacked an airplane. Good comms though, good comms.
Belfast City traffic, BA A320 shuttle 816 from landing in runway 22.
Didn't you say it was on an 18-mile final, like 2 minutes ago? Belfast City traffic citation Golf Foxtrot Lima Bravo Tango, clear of runway.
Thanks.
Right, welcome to Belfast City. We'll stow our spoilers, turn off our strobe light, turn on our taxi light, and we will taxi to the GA parking, which I did check out earlier, but I now don't remember where it is. Let me have a look at my chart. I think it's around to the right. Oh yes it is, I see another another citation parked over there.
Way 6 uniform, we'll just vacate to the left in.
Okay, right. Let's have a quick look at him. Ooh! He made it, but not without too much runway to spare. Now I think if we turn left here, they've got quite a cool little circular sort of parking. So there are a few stop lines along here. Let's turn off the taxi light to avoid blinding anyone. And I don't know if the marshaller is going to stop us on one of them or just... oh, maybe he is. First time in a long while I've found a marshaller be useful. Let's follow him. He wants us here. Okay, that'll do. Okay, well, there we are. Let's get everything shut down, shall we? In fact, I'll look at the checklist while I do this. But I remember Matt very clearly saying pretty much just switch everything off. So pitot static heat off. Ice protection systems are already off. Radar to standby on the tuning panel. Exterior lights are set as required. And then shutdown checklist, parking brakes set, emergency light switches in op, standby flight display switches op, so we'll do that. And that's gone off even though the switch didn't move. Avionics switch off. Climate control selector off. Throttles idle, engine run stop buttons to stop. Oops, forgot to close the guards. Exterior lights off. Seatbelt and safety lights off. And finally, battery light. Battery light? Battery off. There we are. We're done. We're done. I'll catch up with your chat now. I'll have a quick look around the airport, depending on what time it is. What time is it? 5:15. Yeah, that's all right. President Butter. Oh, he said 5 mile final, did he? Oh, he caught up with us then. There has been an update to Gavin's video today. Okay. Oh, I thought... I was right. I was right. I wasn't sure I was right, but I'm glad I was. He was a bit close, wasn't he? He was a bit close. Thank you, Ray. Yeah, he almost had to go around, but not quite. Don't bother. Right, okay. Security hut on the right. What, this one? Flight Abba Corfu is the worst. Oh, yeah, that is the worst. I remember it well. Welcome to Belfast City International. Indeed. The new DHL A320. Yeah, I love those generics. Where do I get my checklist? I can't remember where I got it, if I'm brutally honest. I think I knew when I did the tutorial video, so there should be a link to it in that. And I'm pretty sure it's also in Working Title's Discord. Yeah, it'll definitely be in their Discord, but it might also be on my video. Oh, is he gonna, he looks like he's going to go into the terminal building. No. Oh, he has. I think he perhaps has no scenery for this, or is in a different sim where it's aligned slightly differently. So yeah, there's quite a lot of flickering going on. I did notice this last time. But it's not bad for a freeware, I'd say. I don't know what you think. Would look better without the DHL A320 parked in the middle of it, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. He's hiding, yeah. Great flight. Oh, I'm pleased you enjoyed it, Sukhoi. Darren, no problem at all. I won't work too hard, don't you worry. See you again soon. And thanks for coming. Anything else I've missed? It was a hijacker, that's true. It's done quite well for a hijacker. Oh, he's disconnected now. And yeah, another time, I will certainly come back and have a look at the photogrammetry. But from what I've seen, it's nice. I love all the ships and things. It's not just photogrammetry, is it? It's modelling as well. Very impressive, I think. Good. Well, I'm going to call it a day there and start getting ready for work. So, thank you all for coming. And I'll do another stream Thursday at the latest. Hopefully a little bit before then, depending on how busy my nights are and how much sleep I get. See you all soon. Bye-bye.